Hi there, welcome to my course. In this lecture, you will learn about hacking as a career. Network architecture. Penetration testers with a network architecture background can identify deficiencies in a large variety of network designs as well as the placement of elements within those designs. Deficiencies can involve different communication protocols used within the network as well as devices used to deliver and protect the communication traffic. Recently, there has been a greater need for penetration testers familiar with networks. Now that companies have finally recognized the value of information security, processes are in place to analyze applications and systems regularly, including corporate scanning and third-party audits. However, the networks have been neglected, often because of the misplaced belief that has been around for years that firewalls and intrusion detection systems are effective tools simply because of their presence in the network. The reality is that these network appliances are simply speed bumps, and network devices and communication protocols are just as easy, if not easier, to exploit as applications and operating systems depending on the skill of the network administrators. System administration. An additional advantage to system familiarization is related to the fact that the way into a system often involves human error, not an exploit. There are a lot of things that can be misconfigured in a system, which can be then used to gain access to the system. Knowing what to look for is much easier if you are already familiar with what a well and poorly designed server looks like. In this field, there are many certifications that can be obtained, including certifications specifically for security. Both Sun Microsystems and Microsoft have certifications targeting system security, as do other operating systems. Having these certifications can only help you on your path to become a penetration tester. Once you become comfortable in system design, there will inevitably be some crossover that occurs. If backups are done over the network, you may need to become familiar with network protocols. If you are responsible for a system that maintains an application that brings in multiple millions of dollars a month, you will undoubtedly become quite familiar with application and database security issues. Applications and databases. The people who specialize in this field typically understand what it takes to create applications and how they interact with databases. Often these same people understand how to create and interact with databases. This knowledge gives the penetration test professional an edge over the other areas of expertise, especially when conducting remote attacks across very secure networks. Inevitably, For an application to be beneficial, it needs to interact with people. If those people are on the internet, hacking the application itself may be the only option available to a penetration tester. Security related certifications for application and database penetration testers are much fewer in number than those associated with networks and systems. This makes it more difficult for someone who specializes in application and database penetration testing to enter into the field. Previous experience becomes critical when in job interviews for pen test positions. Often, companies you have worked for are reluctant to detail how effective you were in penetrating their defenses, making it that much harder to progress in this profession.